Welcome back to TheChowTimePod. It's your host, Red. I got a video today from Nate the lawyer. The video proves that she was lying about the assault. The man still lost everything. I'm going to keep putting these videos on, guys. Please like and subscribe down below. I really appreciate that. Let's get that chow time.
Are willing to ruin someone's life for money. I never really experienced that before.
Okay, because I've seen this YouTube video of her that was recorded the night before at a completely different party, where she's telling people she's 18. She's going into very graphic details about her past sexual encounters. Have you seen that video?
I have, yes, sir.
Is that the way she was acting the night you met her?
No, more contained for sure. That video is pretty wild.
My body counts over 20. I'm only 18.
I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that.
My first body is like 15.
Like, how old were you?
14. I'm only 18.
Over 20?
I mean, I ate somebody's ass before, but that's only because they wanted it.
On the air.
We know.
I would hope so. You're not just eating people's ass because you want to eat ass. God damn.
From multiple witness statements that she represented that she was 18 years old, that she attended Grossmont College. We know that she was the one going up to certain defendants and other people who are not in the case, instigating, demanding that they have sex with her.
Damn. Women are so aggressive. Demanding they have sex with her? That's crazy.
So today we have a major update in the story of Matt Ariza. Now, for those of you who don't know who this story, it's crazy. There was a woman who alleged that Matt Ariza had assaulted her in a very naughty way. Now, these allegations essentially destroyed his career up to this point. Here is what the woman was alleged.
The punter was released last week.
I noticed a lot of people were questioning why the name of the victims and stuff do not get implemented, or the name of the accusers don't get put in here. I think it's a problem with YouTube. I'm almost positive we're not allowed to put these people's name on YouTube just because it's kind of doxing and kind of attacking the person. So especially for women. Remember, YouTube is very women friendly. So Nate the lawyer knows a lot more about it than me. That's why he doesn't put those things in. That's why a lot of people do not put those women's name in there. I know it's a shitty thing, but if we want to get the video out to everybody to watch, we can't put those names in. Sorry, guys.
By the Buffalo Bills amid the allegations. In an interview with ABC News, the alleged victim claims that Ariza and two of his former San Diego State University teammates took advantage of her in October 2021. She was only 17.
Oh, this guy was going to go to the NFL. Oh, shit.
At the time. She explained how she was intoxicated and was in and out of consciousness when it happened, and that she was left injured and bruised. The alleged victim wants arrests to be made. According to the San Diego DA, the case remains under review for potential criminal charges.
Now, those were some serious allegations, but someone who was involved in this particular incident recorded it. So there was a video of the incident. Here's what that video showed.
Threefold. One is nowhere in those videotapes will you see Matt Ariza because he wasn't in the room. Secondly, they will depict that the plaintiff was a willing participant in the sexual acts that occurred that evening. And thirdly, it shows that she was not engaging in conduct that would be distressing at the time.
The videos were obtained by the San Diego Police Department during their investigation, and these are the same videos the district attorney's office reviewed when they decided not to file any criminal charges against any of the players, including former SDSU and Buffalo Bills punter Matt Ariza.
So he wasn't even there. Matt Ariza wasn't even.
What? This is how far shit can go now? Where the man is not even there and he still get accused? What the fuck?
And this woman went on TV, said he did this to her, and the video shows he wasn't even there. Matter of fact, the video was so bad for her case that the DA and the police, after looking at it, said, we can't charge this guy. Number one, he wasn't even there. And number two, you enjoyed it. And that's not it. Don't forget the witnesses, what the witnesses said about how she was acting that night. Remember?
We know from multiple witness statements that she represented that she was 18 years old, that she attended Grossmont College. We know that she was the one going up to certain defendants and other people who are not in the case, instigating, demanding that they have sex with her.
Now, the police knew all this. That's why Matt and the rest of the guys weren't even charged. The police knew that this woman was straight up lying. And her attorneys also knew too.
That a legal battle may not.
It's crazy that the man still lost everything. Like, the accusation was so outrageous. But the man still lost everything? Fuck, man.
Be over. Ariza says he plans to sue Jane Doe's attorney, Dan Gillian, for defamation.
He lied time and time again, and specifically through the media, which caused me so much damage. Had he just filed the lawsuit and not gone on a big media tour, it might be a different story, but the way he handled it was unbelievably unprofessional.
I'm telling you, man, these lawyers are fucking scumbags. Scumbaggery in a fucking profession is lawyers right there.
Going to Twitter, starting this big social media campaign, it was quite ridiculous, and he'll be held accountable for his actions.
We were just appalled at the fact that we were constantly demanding a dismissal, and he refused. And he knew over a year ago that he didn't have the evidence. He didn't have the evidence to put Matt in that bedroom or in that house. And it started from the criminal investigation with Mr. Armstrong defending Matt to the point where we got involved. There was never any evidence whatsoever that Matt Ariza had taken that girl in the house, put her on the bed as alleged in the complaint, and engaged in a gang rape. And he knew it. And he knew it.
In a statement to CBS 8, Ariza's attorney said, quote, Matt is not paying the
Damn, I'm jealous of that man's hair. He has some damn good hair.
plaintiff any money, and he is reserving his right to pursue the plaintiff's attorney, Dan Gillian, and his law office for the harm they have caused him.
Now, understand, their attorney knew that their client was lying. They had the video evidence to show straight out that she's lying. He wasn't even in the room when she said this happened. He didn't lead her to the room because he had left an hour before any of this stuff had happened. So it was obvious that she was lying. Matter of fact, all the witnesses said she's lying. The video says she's lying. The only person that was saying what she said was true was her. That was it. Everyone said Matt Ariza wasn't there, and the video showed he wasn't there. Again, listen to what she was saying before all the evidence came out.
I was led into the room and I was pushed down, face down onto the bed, and I started going in and out of consciousness.
Now the woman identified as Jane Doe has agreed to drop Ariza from her...
I understand, guys. You guys get upset that they put Jane Doe and all this, but they blast the man's name all over the place. I understand. I'm not a fan of it. I don't want it to happen either, but there's nothing I can do about it. This is just how media covers things, and this is how YouTube makes us cover things too. Sorry, guys.
Her lawsuit with no monetary compensation. Her attorney, Dan Gillian, told me his client, quote, has been through hell and she's decided to end part of the hell by ending this litigation.
Now remember, all of that, she's on ABC saying it. She's on NBC saying it. All of that is a lie. It's a straight up lie. And now she just gets to walk away. The attorney gets to walk away after destroying this man's career. It's crazy. It's insane.
This man's career was worth millions. He was going to be a punter for the Buffalo Bills? That's $1 million contracts, even for a punter, right? I'm not so sure now. I'm almost positive most NFL players are making at least $1 million bucks. But yeah, and for years on end. So he lost all that because of your false accusations. So you owe him that exact amount of his career, what it's worth, plus extra, in my opinion.
And I'm going to say this, even sports media has a lot to do with this too. Because now they're saying, oh, well, he's been exonerated, but those were the ones screaming that he should be fired before. Remember?
Then when you hear the details,
The details are extremely disturbing, and I want to say one thing, and I was grateful that you had sent me the CBS News interview because I hadn't seen it. I saw ABC World News prior. Her father spoke out, but the victim obviously speaking out, and Stephen A.
See, believe all women. That's all they saw was a stupid interview, and they automatically believed her. Automatically assumed he was a predator, automatically said that he should have been fired.
obviously I'd read the details in our ESPN article, but seeing the visuals,
Yes.
the bruises all over her legs, the bruises on her neck being held down for 90 minutes. I won't go further into the details. It's a morning show. They're very disturbing, and it's only if people, but a lot of times when we talk about, hey, no one's there, he said, she said, I mean, they have the visual evidence as well.
And the authorities in San Diego, apparently the detectives in the case, according to the LA Times, just recently handed their evidence to authorities in Southern California to decide whether charges need to be filed against Matt Araiza, who denies this through his lawyer, who said that the individual in the case, he inferred it's a money play, which is interesting because usually money plays are not involving third-round drafted punters in the NFL, and certainly money.
Shut up. A third-round drafted punter is still making good money for not playing the game. He's making more than what most men are making in their normal careers, so shut the fuck up.
Plays don't usually occur when somebody goes to the police the day after the incident, as the civil lawsuit lays out and the Los Angeles Times has reported. So, based on everything that I am seeing, the Bills, who are playing tonight with Araiza on the team, I don't know what their recourse is other than to sit him down for sure for the time being while this is playing out. And cutting him sounds like a pretty damn good idea too, but I don't have all the facts in the case right now. But
so now, yeah, you don't have all the facts, but you already jumped to the conclusions that the woman is completely 100% correct.
After calling for him to be fired, after saying this was horrible, after saying, Jen was he said, she said, but here you have the evidence. It's true. Isn't that what they were saying? Well, Molly was saying, it's true. Look at it. Essentially, it's true. Now we know it was all a lie. It was all a lie. And the news media now has to reconcile that. So listen how now they kind of flip it and blame Matt Araiza.
Yeah. With potential developments. And I go all the way back to last August. Because, look, there's a lot of folks that are mad that, the media is responsible for this. The allegations in the civil lawsuit are what they are. If there was clear evidence that he wasn't even at the party and had been gone for an hour before the gang allegedly happened, that's the kind of stuff that should have been shouted from the rooftops by someone last August. If that's the thing that caused the prosecutors not to pursue charges, if we'd have known that back then, it would have been a lot easier to bang that drum. All we knew, it was one big stew of allegations and counter allegations, and nobody knows what really happened, and it's going to be difficult.
Oh, so it's his fault that he didn't tell you guys that he left an hour early? It's not your guys' fault for not doing your due diligence before you talk shit about these things? Or saying that he should be fired when it comes to a man's career and a man's reputation?
Difficult to get to the truth. So
who should shout it out, Mike?
To see it.
Who, is that on the prosecutors?
Well, no, I mean, from his side. No. If his camp can prove, and eventually did prove to the satisfaction of the prosecutors, that he was gone an hour.
You guys hear that? You guys heard it. If his camp can prove his innocence, it should be the other camp that should be able to prove his guiltiness. Not him trying to prove his innocence. This is not how the justice system works, you fucking fucks. Oops. What happened here?
Beyond a reasonable doubt, given the evidence and the allegations and just the circumstances of that evening.
Now let's just keep it 100. Let's stop with the BS. This woman is a straight up liar. You know it. I know it. They know it, right? Her lawyer knows it. That's the reason why this is going down this way. She's straight up lying. And she was in this to try to get a check, right? She wanted to grab his money. This is the Amber Heard play, right? This is her playbook. Let me grab his money and just say he did this. And everybody's going to believe me because we are in that type of world where allegations mean convictions. But now that we have absolute proof.
Remember how we talked about it, the METOO shadow economy of false accusations. This is it. This is the shadow economy at work right here.
That he didn't do it because guess what? He wasn't even in the room. Video, witnesses, all the evidence points to it. Who now should be punished for telling those lies, right? Isn't that perjury? She's sitting there saying this in legal proceedings. She can't be held accountable for that. She can't be held accountable for telling the police that this happened. Have we gotten to the point where someone can just outrageously say just nonsense like this and not be held accountable in any way? She's still suing the other two guys with the video. They're on video showing that these guys are innocent. But this is what I'm talking about. Now, I cover these stories all the time. Johnny.
Shout outs to Nate the lawyer for covering these stories. And I'm going to keep covering these stories because these stories are very important for you guys to understand the dangers out there. I'm not trying to tell you to hate on women. I'm not telling you to just trash women. I'm just telling you, if you love women, which I do, you really need to be careful. You really do.
Depp, we got Trevor Bauer, now we got METOO. And it's the same thing all the time. The women just walk away. Yes, I lied, so what? And I get to walk away and live my life, right? This woman gets to walk away and live her life. But when are we as a society going to start holding people like this accountable? Because this guy's life is ruined. Trevor Bauer, his life is ruined. Johnny Depp, his life was ruined. All because someone lied, provably so. Now, don't get me wrong. If it's a he said, she said, close situation, it's okay, maybe. But in this case, it's not close at all. You have proof. So I'm going to tell you this. Listen, I understand that these things happen in real life to real people who are not lying. And we can't discount that. But if we're going to allow people like this woman to just straight up lie and not be held accountable, then what are we doing here? And it's so bad because I can't even show her face on my channel because if that happens, I get punished by YouTube.
I told you guys, we're not allowed to say their names and we're not allowed to put their faces on there. YouTube's a bitch. Sorry, guys.
Because again, she's still considered a victim, even with this evidence out there. I have to wait for the case to be over before I can show it. And God, as soon as that happens, you get to see it. And you can actually search YouTube for the video of her, saying the stuff that she was saying. It's not even hard to find. But my whole issue with this is that what's right is right. If he did this thing, then he should go to jail. But it's obvious he didn't do it. Not only is it obvious he didn't do it, it is impossible for him to have done this. And I'm sorry for taking so much time at the back end, but I think it's wild because when men, in this case, are the victims, it seems like no one has any sympathy for them.
Nope.
They've lost their jobs, their careers, and all this other stuff. It's like, okay, so what, and let her go on and have her life. What? This just incentivizes other people to do it.
Exactly.
So, as always, I always tell you guys, tell me where I'm wrong in the comment section. For real, tell me why this woman shouldn't be punished. Tell me what.
Whew, I'm with you, Nate. That woman needs to be punished to the full degree of the law. And all of these women need to be punished to the full degree of the law. I've been covering a lot of these stories. Why? Because this affects all of you guys. I guess, like I said in the Again video, you can be from any walk of life. You can be from any looks. You can be from any status. It does not matter. Women can target you and will target you if they have the chance. Protect yourself at all times. Please subscribe down below. I really appreciate that. And I'll catch you guys next time. Ciao.